And hello everybody and welcome back to our Kansas Gaming. Kansas here bringing you some more Space Engineers and the wrong move scenario, Requiem scenario. Alright guys, as you can see, the Requiem is almost fully ready for its initial trials. I've done so much work on this bad boy and I'm really excited to see what this thing can do. Like I say, it's now just like last minute bits and pieces, you know, just adding on the last few remaining, like, if you will, bells and whistles, you know, just the odd bits and pieces that I really want to just add on for like last minute effects. Okay, so for this, I think what I'm going to have to do is find the piston that's behind this. Yep, there is a piston. Just in case I need to extend it out. There you go, using the square rod piston there. And then that means I can just... Oh, it would help if I actually had some steel plate. Actually, you know what? Let's take from Peter to feed Paul. Right. So... we can then put that back in. My hope is that we are going to get the Requiem flying today and hopefully have the jump radius that I've been hoping for, which is around about the 10,000 kilometer radius. I'm hoping I'm somewhere close to that marker. Okay, let's see what happens here. See if Clang strikes back. Oh, look at that. Perfection. The question is can I extend that again? Yeah, no worries. Just going to sort of move myself nicely in front of that. And we'll move that piston back again. I'll have that a little slower, so a little too fast for my liking, and we'll make the maximum distance about 5 meters, so don't really need too much of a distance. Okay, as you see, I've added in like a load of Gatling guns at the front. We've got assault cannons on the back. I don't really have anything up this end. Down below, again, some more load more assault cannons, and then more Gatling guns. Yeah, just so that we've got a nice array of weapons to defend ourselves with. I don't think we need the 2 kilometer range of the I always get these mixed up. Artillery turret. I don't think we need the artillery turrets on this because we have this pair of semi-embedded railguns. Okay, next thing I need to do, just to polish it all off. If everything decides to catch up with me. There we go. Just find a way in. Just need to find... oh, come on. Thank you. Right. So, yeah, little guided tour on the inside. So we've got about another 10, I think it is, jump drives on the front there. We've got the 10 at the back. Okay, I thought I had another cargo container on this thing. Components. Oh, I forgot to add a cargo container. That's going to make things difficult. So I thought Well, actually, I think I know what I'm going to do. Rather than utilise a large cargo container, why not just have loads of small ones? I mean, makes a bit more sense, doesn't it? To a certain degree. I mean, let's replace these out. Okay. I mean, what's the difference? 524 kilograms, 648. So it's only adding in a little bit more weight, but it's allowing us now to have that storage as well as move things around the way we want to move them. Cargo, conveyor. Okay. That's all very well and good, but we are also going to need a way to be able to connect it. So, if we add in... Actually, I need to know how deep to make this. Actually, if we do... Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're going to do the same again as... with the front of the ship, we add in good old-fashioned square piston, if we can find it. Which way is what? Let's get this one confused. I think, yeah, that way's back. So no, that way's back. So we can add that in there. Wrong one. You can add in the connector. I mean, we could add in the other one, but you know, I think if we have this one, I think it'll do better. I think I'm also going to be a little bit, I think selfish is the wrong word. I think just going to add in, no, it's heavy. $1,300. How much is one of these blocks? 500. That's way too heavy. Okay. They're at all half. Yes, about twice as heavy. We got lab door is the perfect sort of weight, but obviously too thin. $582. Yeah, that one works. Offset is a lot heavier. Alright, well, we'll use that one. And what we can then do, I suppose, is we can maybe work this area as well, you know, to sort of like work with the piston and the likes, by just adding in maybe a bit of a sloped area around it, just to sort of like make it sort of well, it's a little going to be a little lighter, so oh hell yeah, if we're going to do something like that, because you're going to offset the weight by a ginormous amount, we might as well just use the offset door. Because the offset door will then have that in perfect in position to work with these slope pieces, won't it? So what we lose, we can then utilise in something else. So yeah, it just works out in our favour in the end, doesn't it? Okay. Now to find the piece that goes in there, the golden goose of this corner. Is that one? Perfect. There we go. And then there. And then boom, boom. There we go. And we've got a nice little feature down here that we can utilise to get some
energy low.
Like I say, easy access, easy-ish access. Maybe I should have done it on the other side. Maybe it would have been a lot easier. I mean, think about the reactor. Oh well, we're gonna have to move it. Whoa! Don't want to do that one. Actually, hold the phone. Hold on. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Yeah, because if I get rid of that, for now we just get rid of that.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay, now we can work this a little bit more easily. Actually, I'm just wondering whether I ought to just... Yeah, I think... Oh, bother.
Inventory full.
It's a good thing about the build and repair systems. They are great at retrieving stuff that I would otherwise lose. I'm really actually sort of grateful for that mod, actually.
Energy critical.
Okay. And then, yeah, we can then throw... wrong one. Where is it? Half panel in there. Where's that door? We'll throw the door in there. And then that's it. Bob's your on. We got that right. Alright, let's get a bit of energy. Because we have been using a ton. Okay, so... That's got the... Wish I'd say, I always get this one wrong. Ventral docking port sorted out. We've got the bow one sorted out. I think all I'm missing now is gyroscopes, and then we can take this for a test drive. Okay, so we've got everything we need. So let's head back. So another good reason for having this access in here is we want to utilise some of this storage space that we've got, because we do need gyros. It's like one of the few things I'm always forgetting is either something like gyros or a particular direction of thrust or something like that. You know, there's always something I'm missing. Is the game going to catch up with me anytime this century? Who knows? Right. There we have it. Oh, that's a point. Remote block. just in case I need to get access to it from, well, wherever I am. Yeah, I'm just sort of going to go through this, have a quick nosy, see what I'm missing. There's always something. And I've got some refill stations on the bridge. Not putting refineries on this. I think I still need, yeah. I still need to put on an antenna. I think I've missed that one as well. Yes. Some sort of magnetic locking system to be able to pick up whatever it is that we're going after. I prefer the landing gear because I find these magnetic plates are far too frail. Now they're great if you're doing something like a crane or something like that, because of the fact that you need you sometimes you need something that you can probably need something like that. Actually, lights. That's a good point. Lights. I do need some lights on this thing. I think that's it. Because yeah, that's it. So let's add in our gyros. So I'm guessing on 4. I really haven't got a clue how many we actually need. So I'm going to guess on 4 for something this big. Whatever I don't need, I can get rid of. Okay. Oops. Where can I put this? Maybe hide that
Inventory full.
Just need now to add on some form of communication system. Also add that to the back, make it interesting. We've got a lot of stuff all over the place, so got that, got that, got that. So landing gear. Yeah. I sort of could just go something like that. I'm thinking we might have to bury it.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I won't be able to get it in there because of that Gatling gun. That's then a problem. I really wish I didn't have to do. How am I going to seal this? I mean, I could just use maybe some plate. Those are 100 kilo. $193. Do I have anything lighter that I can place upon there? That's gonna do the trick. That's 240. Let me see, if I add in 2 of these, that's 160, so that'd be 400. So yeah, 3 of these places are actually going to be a lot lighter. Sort of seals that up. That's 1.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Oh, I've got that wrong one.
Inventory full.
So I can go back in there. Oh, that's already in there. Hey. Oh, it's because I'm doing them. Muppet. Tell you what, as the saying goes, I'm going to take today off for being stupid. Okay, let's drop some of this additional stuff off. Right. But then again, I can see a problem already. Nah, that's not going to work. That's a dumb idea. And I bet you guys could already see that as I was doing it as well. You know, that was going to be an absolutely stupid idea. And what I should have do is just... something like that. And that way, I'm not going to damage the Gatling guns. I can still grab hold of the salvage. Doesn't look too far out of place. I mean, I wish I could use like the retractable landing gear, but it's sort of like what's the word? Untrustworthy, because it conflicts with so many of my other mods that it's not guaranteed that if I then turn it on, that it then comes out. So I'm gonna have to just say, okay, you know, I will resign myself to this. Now, I mean, I could. Yeah, why not? Because that's in the way. That's why I didn't do it. Okay. Alright, there's always a reason behind everything. Okay. I suppose it's not too far out of place on a ship this size, you know, to have some sort of magnetic grappling system. I can't really put anything at the back here. I mean, I could, but... We have to bury it in there or something like that. Actually, what level is that at? Follows this thruster line. I don't think I could place straight onto that. But I could maybe make a feature of it. Maybe something along the lines of that. If I do the same on the other wing.
Energy low.
And then if I put that in grey, just it keeps in line. Hold on, I've got past it. Keeps in line with the front end aesthetic. There we go. So at least then we've got the appearance of something that's balanced. I mean, you know, even if we don't use them as an actual landing system, because I think that, you know, we wouldn't be able to get off of any planet, and I don't think we've got the strength of thrusters to be able to get off a planet anyway. Even if it was, say, Mars, I think it's got too heavy a gravity for us to get off. Even at, was it 0.8, 0.7 Earth-like? So, okay. So I think now that's good. I'm happy with that. But all I want to do now is I just need to add on some lights to obviously light the way. I really didn't want to use that phrase. Good work. Right. And now for the internal. This is all half, isn't it? No, it's light armor. Well, actually, the hangar's good, so I can get away with that. Can't really do anything in here. That's part of the door. That just leads straight up. So yeah, if I turn off this,
Inventory full. Inventory full.
so it's a 500. Because what we can then do is, if we use an inset light, which is actually lighter than the armored blocks, believe it or not.
Inventory full.
Okay. Railing. Let's see, when railing end. Where is it? No, there is no railing end. Double? And it's not going to let me do that because of that. Okay, right, okay, so I'm going to have to sort of cheat here. So... it's not too bad. I can live with that because it's actually on the metalwork, so yeah, I can live with that. What we got here?
Inventory full.
Don't bother. And in here, oh wow, these are 0. So I could actually go 1, 2, 3. In fact, that middle one. It's the wrong way around. Can we get some in here? No, that's not going to work. Ooh, the double. That could work. There we go, much brighter. We can now kind of see our way up the stairs. So let's change the radius of these guys using the build vision. So I'm just sort of holding down control, mousing up, going to the 101. Fall off is not good enough, so the radius, sorry, is not good enough. So let's try 8 meters. I want to go too extreme, because otherwise this ship is going to light up like a Christmas tree. I just want it enough I can at least see up the stairwell and into here. Okay. These will change to, I'm going to say a 6. So we've got a bit more of a, well, pretty much a double of the radius. This is sort of like, what do you call it, like more cosmetic stuff than anything else. It's quite a nice view. Okay, I think we're now ready to cut the tie, the tether, or whatever you wish to call it. knew where I could just dump a light. Because that's in the way.
Inventory full.
That was hiding a conveyor. Unfortunately, I believe these inset lights. Yeah, they don't have any conveyor systems on it at all. Yeah, I think we are good. I think we're good. I'm just sort of mulling things over in my mind about what else do we need to do. I think we are done. Okay. Right, well, I'm just going to go into the cockpit of the cursor a minute. Do a quick save. Because if this all goes horribly wrong, which 9 times out of 10 it does on this channel, I've got a point that I can go back to. Oh, come on, catch up with me. Thank you. There we go. Right, so this is an unladen test. Still can't figure out what I can do. There's got to be a way. Okay. First of all, convert to ship. Pray to God. Ooh, nice reaction. Again, nice reaction. Reasonable turning rate. Probably could do with maybe another 2 to get it more the sort of turn that I want. Okay. I'm going to have to do this through the menu system at the moment. Alright. Connectors. There we are, we're locked to the space frame. So, test flight was a success. like I say, we've got this here to be able to recharge. Got a weapons rack, so we can go and get all of our tools and weapons, and yeah, we can load up these cupboards. So we're always going to have things that we're going to take with us, aren't we? I suppose the only other thing I can do is just move the event controller somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe there? Does mean resetting the event controller though, which is going to be a little bit of a challenge. Because it means just remembering whatever I've done. Okay, so we call that event controller old for now. What we'll do is we'll dump it in here. Doesn't work that way. There we go. Okay, so where is it? Door open, finished. On these two doors, add them. Set up actions. Actually, I want to go double check this. Right, internal, external, vent. So that one, on off. That one, on off. That one, depressurize. Okay. And where did I put lights? And the Lord said, "Let there be light." And there was. Probably want to... That's better. Alright, so there we go. That's the first flight of the Requiem sorted out. We also sorted out a load of the should we say the niggly bits and pieces. Okay, so drill, grinder, welder. So we use this locker for the ammo, things like the power kits. We can use this one for everything else. There we go. Let's move the ship around. Let's find the right one that's connected. Okay, I think before we dock up again, let's just make sure that we know what is what. So, let's undock the... Hey, I thought I'd undock the TT-15. Oh, it's ready to connect. Okay, yeah, so now we've got access to everything that is ours. So if I go down to wherever R starts, because we've already got some stuff that's already set, we've got Requiem before it, we can then throw in our prefix, which I'll also copy. And then right, there we go. So everything is now named so that we know what is Requiem, what is TT-15. So we can now go back to connectors and go lock. We can change this one to hanger, because obviously we know what that is for now. Okay, back in a second. Got a problem. Getting back into this is we need to start grouping some of our bits and pieces. So let's start with... Well, let's start from the top and work our way down, I guess, and we'll figure it out from there. So we've got the assault cannon turrets. So let's just put in turret actually for now. So we've got the assault cannon turrets. So do a group of that. Max its range out. And we will target power system. Yeah, power systems. Yeah, power systems. Same with the Gatling guns. We'll go with, oops, no, not power systems. Automatic push pull. Gatling turrets. There we go. So we've got the two groups there, all set up. Let's have a look at this. Let's have push pull. Yeah. So that's the turrets set up. Let's see, what else do we need to sort out? Well, like I say, it probably would be nice if I actually added another 2 gyros. Hydrogen farm, hydrogen tanks. So yeah, hydrogen tanks. Because we want to do like stockpile. I'm not sure which one of these is which as of yet. Material lights, jump drives. That's a good point. Where is our? Whoa, unladen. 20,000 kilometers. I wonder how much that's going to be severely impacted once we actually get the cargo on board. Let's get the. So we've got the warfare ion thrusters. We've got the sci-fi large. Jeez, this getting the warfare large as well. Was that under large warfare? Large warfare. There we go. So we'll grab all of that. And we'll put in ion thrusters. That's a good point. I don't think I put cameras on the railguns. Not sure about these batteries because that's a small amount of batteries. Might not last us as long as I need them to. Okay. So we've got the batteries. We want on. Ooh, wrong one. Recharge on and off. Ion thrusters. Toggle on and off. Right now we want the bow camera. That's it for now, just to be able to dock this thing up. Alright, there we go. So we're docked. So if we go connectors, we can now get an idea of which one's the bow, and now which one is our ventral. So we know which one of those is what. If we go piston as well, I'm going to imagine square piston 2, yeah, still has the original settings. So if I reverse that and go we can see it pushing out. So we go piston, you know, square piston 2, so if that's connector, camera, no, piston, connector, camera, piston. So we can reverse that one. That one's going to be for this set. And then if we go connector, because I've missed out some of the cameras that I need as well. Right, so ventral will go there, go switch lock. So that's sort of getting this set sorted out. And then in here we can then have so what else is a railgun? Huh. That is shoot once, and that one is shoot once, and then we would have to add the cameras on for them. We go groups. We can then go assault cannon turrets on and off, Gatling turrets on and off. Hydrogen tanks, stockpile on and off. That's a good point. I don't think we did the oxygen tanks. No, we didn't. So after moving tanks around so many times, I've got all sorts of misnomers going on. So yeah, we can now go groups, we can now go oxygen tanks, we can then do stockpile on and off. Okay, I think I've messed up. There we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, tell you what, let's sort this out because this is bugging me now. So we have large display, text and images. have in a green font, and we'll have one one is depressurize. Two is how would I do this as for something that's not currently there? Maybe something like that. And three is pressurize. So say put it on the right hand side. Don't know about the text padding, but where's size? There is. So that's 2.6. Hey, why is it going diagonally? It's going diagonally. Bizarre. Yeah. Otherwise that would have closed and we would have had to cycle through. Okay, so what we got? We got a lot of work to do. Camera. So add that in there. If I had some steel plate. Oh, look at that. I have some steel plate. Or is that more like stolen plate? Okay, okay, just need two more. Just to finish the set. So we've got one there, and there. Railgun. What's that? Port. And then we've got starboard. Let's get some of this naming convention sorted out now while we're out here, and we can see what is what, what's where, and who's whom. Right, I think we're good. Right. Actually, just having that there like that, I mean, that's actually helping a lot. But I wonder if I could do something to move that down. Like, I don't know, just something. How do I get? Maybe something like that. Nope, too far down. I think maybe just one of them would have been enough. Yep, that's about right. he says. I'll figure out a better way of doing it in the future. Okay, so... Right, camera. Let's undock. Camera. Alright. Okay, so it's got that sorted out. Ventral camera goes there. Right, so now we've got the complete sets. We've got the... Right, so which one we got there? So port, starboard, yeah, okay, that's cool. I can work with that. Actually, if we move that one to... No, it's not going to let me. Okay, so if we put in camera... That camera in there is view. That camera in there is view. And then we'll have the other railgun on the other side. So sort of makes it a little bit more intuitive, I think. You know, rather than, oh, camera's there, that's the other camera, that's the gun, that's the gun. You know, it's... Just trying to think ahead to situations as they unfurl. So let's go landing gear. Right, so those are those. So we do the auto locks. And we do the switch locks. There we go. So that's all of that sorted out. So we're starting to get a bit more of an idea of what we're working with. Okay, what else do we need? Work through this on... oh yeah, jump drives. We do need the jump drives. Or at least the first jump drive. So let's go back to one. Oops. We'll add in that one as jump. Turn them off and on. We can do that through the interface. Now we're starting to go more into the TT-15 territory. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, let's redock. We'll go ship only. We'll go cargo, and then we'll go components. Whack as much of this in as we can. Of like various oddities that we would normally take with us. So we could need some more cargo space because I haven't even grabbed displays, detectors and some of this other stuff. Jump drive's still 14,000, so oops, actually connect back up. So what else can we turn into cargo? Because we really could do with more. Hold on, why is my grav generator suddenly off? Because of reasons unknown, it didn't connect. So really all I'm doing now is I'm just going through all the final phases of like how can I make this ship better, still keep above, I think it's something like 8,000. Okay, we needed gyros as well, 2 more gyros. So there's cargo. Gyros. Yeah. Gyros are also heavy as well, so unfortunately that's going to cut into our action. We've got a cargo container there. There's cargo. Right, now what the hell's attached to that on the other side of this wall? That, oh god, that's always going to be a pain in the ass. So that doesn't actually connect to anything on either side. Alright. So what do we do? ... Answers on postcard. I guess what we do start getting creative. Same there. That's an idea. Let's go see how much we can fill. And actually, I didn't even need to do that. I could have done it from the inside. Right, inventory, cargo. There we go. Components. Let's see what else we can transfer over. Yeah, we've already got a full hold of that. I mean, see, if we can get like one of everything in here, you know, a hold for everything, I think that'd be so cool. So if we actually turn it maybe to, in this case, to display. Say, yeah, so detector. Okay, what other components we've got knocking around? Because I know we've got stuff that's all like sitting in like connectors and things, so we might want to think about like moving them around and. Girders. Didn't we move some girders in here somewhere? Nope. So we need girders. Yeah, we've got that. Okay. So that'd be girders. Oh, computers. I don't believe we got them. Yep. So, well, yeah, we can knock them in there. Motors, we got, what's that, a full hold? No. So we can whack more in there. So that's full, that's pretty much full. Yeah, why is it all the way full anyway? Alright, there we go. Yeah, then we've got things like reactor, we've got then thruster components. Right, so we need one for super, we need one for power, and solar, so that's 3 so far. Oh, and small steel tube. So that's 4, we need 4 more, at least. Okay. Right, let's see. I mean, I had some ideas here. So that's 2. 3, 4. And while we're at it, let's add in 2 more. Just so that we know we've got enough to finish the job here. All right. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Now where were we? Somewhere around about here. Okay, small steel tubes. Superconductors. Power. Solar. By Jove, I do believe that is everything. So now we go component. So basically we can just focus on what is component stuff here. Railgun, Sabo. We then sort out our stores so that we can actually better see what we're dealing with. Rockets go in there, those can go in there, those can go in there, no they can't, they can go back in there. Right. So yeah, at the moment I'm just sort of just messing around with what goes where so that we can figure out what we've got left. Right, so all the guns are also got ammo in them, which is great news for us. There's all the Requiem ones. Space frame. We have got tons of steel plate knocking around. It's almost comical. Could probably actually turn that into iron, and we could probably then sell a lot of it on the some of the space stations actually. So okay, so we've now got everything sorted out. We've now got enough cargo holds to hold everything. We've got cargo in the holds. I'm gonna reckon 5,000 kilometers. What do you guys think? 5,000? I mean, it's going to be interesting to find out, I tell you. I mean, yeah. Okay, so move away. Okay, so jump drives. Whoa! Whoa! We still got a massive 13,000 kilometers. Oh wow, this has got to be the best build I've done then. In terms of what it can carry. I could probably get more steel plate in there. We could probably make a fortune out of what we're selling out of this thing. Yikes. I mean, look at that, guys. Wow. I mean, she's not much to look at. She's a flying shoebox. You know, if you guys ever made spaceships out of shoeboxes, you know what I'm on about. I spent most of my childhood doing that. Yeah, Lego kits, bits and pieces like that. Could be fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see about which one am I going to use? That one there. Docking with this station, selling some of our components. Far more maneuverable than the Athena ever was. I mean, rest her soul. She was a good ship, and we are going to miss her. There's one thing I do want to do, something I've been meaning to sort of like play test with, so this should be interesting, is if we go back to pistons, I want to reduce the force on these by a lot, so I don't really want it to like push the ship or mash or mangle stuff. I just want to try and have it. Let's get a bit closer while we're at it, so that it joins up with without trying to break the connector. Oh, it's still pushing the ship away. Slowly, but it is still pushing the ship away. Wow, that's actually quite cool. I was not expecting that. Whoops. Okay, for next time. Okay, so I wonder if we can reduce that even further to be able to ensure that we... Interesting. Okay, so for now we are docked. So that is all good. Let's go and trade. If I'm any more laid back, I'll be vertical. This is quite comical. I think I'm going to have to try and modify the gravity on the Requiem. I was not expecting. Sorry, guys. I was not expecting that. Oh my god! I think that just made my day. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys the other thing that I had to do was I had to. Oh man, I've just gone giddy from laughing. I had to go to the Earth-like planet and actually acquire some of the gold to be able to finish off some of the stuff on the Requiem. Hence why we're now back down to about 12 mil. I mean, we will get back up to where we were and surpass it in the end. Yeah. Oh man, sorry. That was just too comical for words. Really was. I'm glad I caught that to be able to post that so you guys could see it. So you guys could actually might go, oh wow, you know, this guy was not lying. I'm actually going to sell the superconductors and the thrusters because I've just too much of that I need. I think I am going to have to name them though for like what they're actually going to hold, so that I know which hold is what. So actually, let's go through to see if we can find everything. Alright, so nothing in that one. Those are the thrusters. What's that? Reactor components. So yeah, after the fact that, oh my god, no. Wow, no. Right, computer. Bulletproof. Right, girders we've got rid of. Detectors were done. That was empty. Small steel tube. Metal grid, I think we got rid of all that. Yeah, we got rid of all the metal grid. Other than that, yeah. That, I believe, is the lot. That's everything it's going to get from us. Or take from us, even. Yeah, so if I name these by what they're going to be, we also need to modify that so it just says Requiem as well, but there we go. So we've got any contracts, acquisition contracts that we can fulfill. Reactor, radio. Oh, look at that, iron ore. We were just saying about iron ore, weren't we? I mean, you know, there we go. So take that one. Finish that one from this job. Contract could not be finished. We need 30 solar panels. That's... My god, this is hard to do. Actually, how many solar panels have we got? Oops. Okay. Inventory. Solar. None. So this is going to be an easy fix, he says, hopefully, if he gets this right. Production. Let's make about 1,000 of them. Just take what we need, which is 30. No, that'll do. I think we're going to have to use the jetpack to navigate this quickly. Oh, quickly-ish. Whee! Character infantry. There we go. So we're a little bit off with these guys as well. So I think last but not least, let's just get that gravity generator relayed out properly. Yeah. So we go into there. Go info. Show gravity range. Go grav generator 1, and we go show on HUD. Alright, let's reduce that to 50 in every direction, just to begin with, and we'll play with that as we need to. Okay, so still way too much. Right, can we get access to it? Yes, we can. So grab. Ooh. Generator. So fill width. We don't really want it much more than that. So about 25 meters. Height wise, well, we want to include the bridge, so we'll say 25 meters that way. And then depth wise, say 75 meters. So there we go. We utilised the remote to be able to sort out the grav generator. So now if I go back to the station, there we go. Perfection. Maybe I should have had it that the flat side was this, where these support beams are. Way. Nah, I'm in the gravity well. Okay, no worries. So, there we go. First flight, first trade of the Requiem. So, I think next thing we need to do is create a much better dropship. As much as I love this TT-15, I think it's a case of we might have to dismantle it and create a new one. Maybe even from a new TT-15. Don't know yet. Haven't figured that one out. Right. So back to the bridge we go to call this to a close. Oh, look at that, guys. We're safe from the meteor. Not sure which guns that was, whether it was either on the space frame or the Requiem. But either way, there we go, guys. We have ourselves a new trading ship. Just need to work out some of the kinks, which I'll do off camera. Hope you guys have a wonderful, great, and awesome day. Stay blessed. If you are, then great. And I hope to see you guys next time on Arcangela's Gaming. Bye for now.